Big tree, fall hard? Nah, man. Big tree, skate hard. Big tree, shoot hard. And big tree, score first ever career hat trick. Caps win 7-4 over the Anaheim Ducks in Anaheim. Let's get into it, babes. First period, great quick start by the Caps, and it is Dylan Strome with the early beautiful goal. His 20th of the season, deked to the backhand, a beautiful move after the puck was fed to him for the semi-break by Tom Wilson, and that was after Alex Ovechkin with the beautiful cross neutral zone pass to break out and to find Tom Wilson up ice. So Ovi to Wilson to Strome. Strome finishes it, and it is 1-0 Capitals. That goal, Strome's 20th of the season already, like I said, comes just 2 minutes and 7 seconds into this game. So like I said, a great start by the Caps. Strome's 20th goal of the season, assisted by Tom Wilson and Alex Ovechkin. But unfortunately, the Ducks would come up with an answer of their own shortly after that. 2 quick goals scored by the Anaheim Ducks, courtesy of Jacob Trouba, of all people, as well as Drew Hellison, puts the Ducks up over the Caps 2-1. And those goals for the Ducks coming in quick succession there, like I said, only about 30 seconds in between those 2 goals. And this was after the Caps were out shooting the Ducks 6-0 early. So it's not ideal here for the Washington Capitals, but not to worry, because Aliaksei Protas has got your answer. Near the end of the first period, after the initial shot taken by Alex Ovechkin off of a face-off win by Pierre-Luc Dubois in the offensive zone, Ovi, he lets the shot rip here, and it injures the Ducks defender. He's down on the ice, helpless, as Aliaksei Protas picks up this puck and wires it into the back of the net. So unfortunate for the Ducks defender to be injured there on that shot by Alex Ovechkin. As like I said, he's laying helpless on the ice there and can do nothing, as Aliaksei Protas scoops up that puck, fires it into the back of the net for his 26th goal of the season already. Assisted, like I said, obviously by Alex Ovechkin and by Pierre-Luc Dubois, like I said as well, with that important face-off win. So it's 2-2 for the Caps, and the Caps are out shooting the Anaheim Ducks at this point 19-8 in this first period here. And yet here we are with the Ducks getting gifted the game's first power play. So the Caps kill off the first 30 seconds of it to end the first period, and so that is how the first period ends, with the score being 2-2. Second period, the Caps kill off the remainder of that penalty there, and so it remains 2-2. And then after the penalty kill, we have got a Pierre-Luc Dubois goal, makes it 3-2 Caps. Beautiful pass by Matt Roy here to find Pierre-Luc Dubois in front, and a beautiful pass cross ice by Jacob Chychrun before that to find Matt Roy up at the point. Just a beautiful passing play all around, really. And so Pierre-Luc Dubois, it is his 17th goal of the season, assisted obviously by Matt Roy on the primary assist on that one, and by Jacob Chychrun as well. The cross ice feed, like I said, to find Roy at the point. So Jacob Chychrun earning a secondary assist on that one as well. So 3-2 Caps, like I said, and the shots on goal are 25-11 in favor of the Caps at the time that Pierre-Luc Dubois scores this goal, despite the fact that the Ducks have had the game's only power play. So yeah, you could say that this is a very deserved lead for the Caps. Then, with about a minute left in the second period, the Caps get whistled for another penalty. So they kill off the first minute or so of the Ducks power play to end the period here. And at the end of 40 minutes, the Washington Capitals are out shooting the Anaheim Ducks in their own building 30-14. Yowza. Third period, the Caps kill off the remainder of that Ducks power play to keep the score 3-2. But the Ducks, just a few minutes after that, they find one at even strength to make it 3-3. But Aliaksei Protas answers right away, just 31 seconds after the Ducks have scored to tie it. Protas puts the Caps back up 4-3 with his second goal of the game, and 27th of the season, as he dekes to his backhand and beats the Ducks netminder. He was left all alone in front of the Ducks net, by the way, like could not have been left more alone. hard to imagine that because the dude is like 6'7". It's hard to imagine how you can miss him out there, how you cannot see him. And yeah, I mean, I've got to give the Anaheim Ducks props. They have been making some real strides this season as a young team. I really love a lot of what I have seen out of them. They're competing in a lot of the games that they've been playing this season. They're definitely taking strides, okay? But this right here, this is a perfect example of a very young team just kind of forgetting to play defense. Those are growing pains that will get worked out for the Ducks over time, no doubt about that. But yeah, it hurts them right here for the time being. As Pierre-Luc Dubois, he finds Aliaksei Protas, like I said, all alone in front. Great pass by Pierre-Luc Dubois, by the way, unbelievable pass. Protas made sure to let him know about it after that one, how great that pass really was. Just threads it through and finds him, like I said, all alone. Could have pitched a tent down there in front of the Ducks net. So Aliaksei Protas's 27th goal, like I said, of the season already, assisted by Pierre-Luc Dubois on the beautiful primary assist and assisted by Connor McMichael as well on a secondary assist, puts the Caps up 4-3. But the Ducks, they have another answer again, just a minute and 21 seconds after that. I told you I have been really, really impressed by this young team. A lot of fight in that group. And like I said, they're making some real strides. So good for them, seriously. And they tie this thing up again here at 4 goals apiece. But unfortunately for them, them being the Anaheim Ducks, the Washington Capitals are not in first place by accident. They have been there and done this too. They know how to skate through adversity within these games, and they do just that here, scoring the last 3 straight goals of this hockey game to get the victory. First, it is Nic Dowd, 12th goal of the season already from your 4th line center, assisted by Tom Wilson and Brandon Duhaime. That puts the Caps up 5-4. And then shortly after that, it is Anthony Beauvillier scoring his first goal as a Washington Capital. And what an unbelievable first goal it is for the trade deadline pickup, showing off his speed, really turning on the Jets in the neutral zone to make this one happen. Gets himself a breakaway here with, like I said, his blazing speed. And then he finishes with a beautiful deke to his backhand. So Anthony Beauvillier, assisted by Brandon Duhaime and Rasmus Sandin, puts the Caps up 6-4. And then we have got a truly great moment here at the end of this game with Alex Ovechkin on the ice with the empty net for the Ducks. They have pulled their netminder for the extra attacker, down by a couple of goals here, 6-4. Alex Ovechkin, obviously chasing Wayne Gretzky's all-time goals record. What can you say here? Just super unselfish by the Washington Capitals captain. He has a blank stare, a look, a wide open look at the wide open cage here. Could have easily potted this one for himself. Like I said, chasing that all-time goals record, that's key here. That's the point behind why I'm emphasizing this, because it is such a big deal that he chooses instead to pass this puck to the young kid, Aliaksei Protas, to help him secure his first ever career hat trick in the National Hockey League. Just great leadership, selfless stuff there by Alex Ovechkin, the captain of this team. I love it, man. I love it so much. And you could tell that Aliaksei Protas really, really appreciated that as well. That did not just, fly past his head there. He realized what Ovechkin did there. He realizes what he's chasing. The whole world realizes what he is chasing, Alex Ovechkin. And so Aliaksei Protas, you could see it written all over his face when he went over to Ovi after that goal, that he really, really appreciated getting that pass from his captain. So Aliaksei Protas pops it into the empty net for his 28th goal of the season already for the young forward. And yeah, his first ever hat trick in the National Hockey League. A huge congratulations to him. 28 goals on the season already for this kid. Unbelievable. This goal, like I said, assisted by none other than Alex Ovechkin and John Carlson as well on the secondary assist, makes it 7-4 for your Caps. And that would be your final score. So yeah, what can you say, right? Just a dominant road game by the boys from Washington, D.C. Outshot the Ducks 43-29 in their own building. That is a great night, folks. And yeah, they get rewarded for it here with the 2 points. All right, babes, that is going to be it for this one. Thank you all so much for being here. As always, thank you all so much for taking the time to watch this video and for taking the time to watch all of these videos this season. You guys have been so great. And hey, if you like this video, please click on that like button down below. If you really like this video, please click on that subscribe button for me as well if you haven't already done so. Leave me your comments, your thoughts about this game and about the Caps season so far in general. I always love to read your guys' comments. And yeah, what a performance again by our Washington Capitals. They are next in action against the Los Angeles Kings in LA. So that should be an interesting one. Former Caps netminder Darcy Kemper figures to probably get the start in that one. So we'll see how that goes. That should be, like I said, quite interesting. The Kings have been playing some great hockey this season. So looking forward to that one. And yeah, thank you all again so much for being here. Like I said, until next time, babes. And as always, let's go Caps.